Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today we're going to be talking about the finale race, which is at Phoenix Raceway for Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks. Before we get into that, let's have a look at next year's schedule. And obviously I will be talking, actually, I'll talk about it right now. So first start off with the Cup Series. I'm only just going to just lightly touch upon it. You can have a look at it for yourself. But the next race technically will be the Daytona 500, which is points pain. But if we talk about the actual race, even without points, it'll be at the LA Coliseum. So the LA Memorial Coliseum for the Busch Clash. So that'll be really interesting to see. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what they're going to do there. If they're going to be running in the Gen 6 cars or whatever. So that'll be really interesting to watch that. And then obviously the leader duels, and then 500, then Auto Club, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Atlanta, Coda, Richmond, Martinsville, Bristol, Dirt, Talladega, and Dover, Darlington, Kansas, to Texas races for the All-Star event, Charlotte, then the Worldwide Technology, that's new for the Cup Series, Sonoma, and then we go to NBC and USA, which is basically going to be NBCSN. So we got Nashville, Road America, Atlanta, New Hampshire, Pocono, IMS, road calls. I think that's a new date as well for Atlanta. I may be wrong though. Michigan, Richmond, Watkins Glen, Daytona, and then we go on to the playoffs. Darlington, Kansas, Bristol for round 16. Then round 12, Texas, Talladega, Roval, Charlotte Roval. Playoffs for round of 18. Las Vegas, Homestead, and Martinsville, and championship 4 once again will be at Phoenix. We now move on to the Xfinity Series schedule. Hopefully it is going to be there. Obviously, if you want to skip this, I'll leave a timestamp on screen and also in the description if you want to skip to where I talk about the results. So first will be Daytona for the Xfinity Series, and then Auto Club, then Las Vegas, Phoenix, Atlanta, Coda, Richmond, Martinsville, Talladega, Dover, Darlington, Texas, Charlotte, Portland International Raceway, that is also new. I think replacing Mid-Ohio, if I remember correctly. Nashville, which will be the first race for NBC, also, now actually USA. Road America, Atlanta, New Hampshire, Pocono, IMS Road Course, Michigan, Watkins Glen, Daytona, Darlington, Kansas, Bristol. For round of 12 for the playoffs, Texas, Talladega, Charlotte, Roval, and then playoffs round of 8. Las Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, and then the playoffs will end in Phoenix for the championship 4. Let's now move on to the Truck Series for the 2022 schedule, and then we'll get into the results. And we'll first start off with the Truck Series. So the Truck Series, I'll first start off obviously at Daytona. Then I got Las Vegas, Atlanta, Coda, Martinsville, Bristol, Dirt, Darlington, Kansas, Texas, Charlotte, Worldwide Technology, Sonoma. I think that might be new. I may be entirely wrong, but I think that's new. Yes, it is new. Yes, it is new. So Sonoma is going to be new. Knoxville, Nashville, Mid-Ohio, that's also new. Pocono, and then the playoffs. Lucas Oil Raceway, that's also new. I think they're also making their return as well, so that's pretty nice. Richmond, Kansas, and then round of 8, Bristol, Talladega, Homestead, and then championship 4 will end obviously at Phoenix. So that is the schedule for all 3 Premier Series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks for next season for 2022. So anyways, with that all done, let's now move on to the results. And if you have skipped this, hi, how are ya? Like, comment, subscribe. So for the Truck Series, that was won by Chandler Smith, who won the race. And behind him, Stuart Friesen, then Ben Rhodes, Sheldon Creed, Zane Smith, Christian Eckes, John Hunter Nemechek, Todd Gilliland, Carson Hocevar, Austin Hill ran out the top 10. Then Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, Grant Enfinger, Tyler Ankrum, Derek Krause, Chase Purdy, Haley Deegan, Drew Dollar, Ryan Truex, Jack Wood ran out the top 20. So obviously no playoff drivers finished outside of the top 20, as you can see from the legend. So to the rear, Jordan Anderson, Corey Roper, Johnny Sauter, and Tyler Ankrum. I cannot be bothered to put all the reasonings down. Lap 8, John Hunt Nemechek loses a left front tire already. Not going his day. Lap 12, Lawless Allen spins on the front stretch hitting the wall. Lap 45, Chandler Smith wins stage 1. Lap 63, Zane Smith passes Matt Crafton for second in the championship. Lap 90, Chandler Smith wins stage 2, so he swept both of the stages. Lap 101, Tate Fogelman is stopped on the track. Lap 110, Zane Smith passes Ben Rhodes for the championship lead. Lap 123, Nemechek passes Crafton for third place in the championship. Lap 142, Ben Rhodes and Zane Smith make contact. Rhodes does pass him. Then lap 150, Chandler Smith wins the Lucas Oil 150, and Ben Rhodes is your 2021 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion. I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping that it would be John Hunt Nemechek, but actually looking back at the season, Ben Rhodes was the most consistent driver in the season. I don't even remember like the last time he actually had like a really bad finish. It was probably like a couple races ago, but I know. But Nemechek was he was winning a lot, but he was very inconsistent sometimes. Like sometimes like he'll be like winning one weekend and the other one he'll be like down like in I don't know like outside of the top 10 or like just inside of the top 10. He's just been inconsistent sometimes, but he will be back with Kyle Busch and Motorsports for next season, along with other other drivers who will be also returning. Carson Hocevar, Jack Wood will be also returning. Dean Thompson, he's going to be driving for Nice Motorsports. He actually finished 21st, so there it is right there. Derek Krause, he is going to be returning to McCandley Hilgerman Racing. They'll be actually now going to Chevy next season. And Colby Howard, he'll be rejoining them in the truck series. Then Matt Crafton, he's going to be staying with the team for another year. I don't know how long he's been staying with Thor Sports for his career, but he's for a very long time. And I think that might be all, if I remember correctly. That might be. Oh yeah, and Lawless Allen as well. Lawless Allen was confirmed that he'll be staying with Nice Motorsports for the full season. And I think that might be all. I know Norm Benning, he's most likely going to stay, but that doesn't really mean anything, I don't think. Tim Vines, I don't know how you say his name, but I checked Wikipedia, and it looks like he's going to be entering a new team, and I think it's called Glory to God Racing, if I remember correctly. So go to 2022. I know you can't really trust a lot of things that you see from Wikipedia, but I do. So and also Grant Enfinger, he's going to be now moving to GMS Racing after running, I guess, part-time with Thor Sport and CR7 Motorsports, and then limited schedule. Like Norm Benning, Tim Vens, who'll be driving for, I think, his own team, Glory to God Racing, and then Todd Bodine, he's going to be running 6 rounds next season. So that is the truck series all done and dusted. And let's now move on to the Xfinity series, and that was won by, and I was so happy when I saw this. I was legit watching this live as well on NASCAR.com. Daniel Hemric. He has won, finally, in the top 3 Premier Series of NASCAR. I am so happy. Praise. Oh, praise. So Daniel Hemric wins, ironically, the final race of the Xfinity series before he moves to Kaulig Racing for next season, and still staying with the Xfinity series. Also Cindric, Harrison Burton, Riley Herbst, Justin Haley, John Hunt Nemechek, Brendan Jones, Brent Moffitt, Justin Allgaier, and Sheldon Creed ran out the top 10. Then Michael Annett, Noah Gragson, Sam Mayer, Adrian Allmendinger, Dylan Lupton, Blaine Perkins, Ryan Sieg, Jeremy Clements, Mike Snyder, and Brandon Brown ran out the top 20. To the rear, only 3 drivers, J.J. Ely, Harrison Burton, and David Starr. Lap 31, Cindric takes the lead from Nemechek, and on lap 45, he wins stage 1. Lap 60, Jeffrey Earnhardt gets into the wall after contact with Kyle Weatherman. Lap 86, Hemric passes Nemechek for the lead, so you see a little bit of a correlation here. Nemechek gets passed by some playoff drivers to win the stage, and that's what's happened right here. Lap 90, Daniel Hemric wins stage 2. Lap 99, Joe Graf Jr. Gets into the wall hard, gets into the wall after contact with Sage Karam, and on lap 107, that also happened with Karam as he made contact with Matt Mills, and Karam caused Mills' car to be smoking after hitting the wall. It was also quite interesting as well because I saw on Twitter that Joe Graf Jr. and Jeffrey Earnhardt, they had a little bit of a conversation there. I don't know why. I mean, they didn't even nothing really. I feel like nothing really happened between them in the race, so it was a bit weird there. Lap 125, Stephen Parsons stopped on the backstretch. Lap 181, AJ Allmendinger spins while trying to pit. This was big, absolutely massive, and this is why he's also finished pretty low down in 14th place. Lap 194, Josh Williams and Jade Buford gets into the wall, which obviously caused an overtime. Now lap 204, after a crazy photo finish when Daniel Hemric tries to bump and run Cindric exiting turn 4, he gets the win. His first ever win in the top 3 Premier Series of NASCAR, and along that wins the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. I was so happy. I was cheering for Hemric, and obviously we got to see the backflip. He actually did like on top of his car and not like on the driver's side door, which where like Carl Edwards would do. But Hemric, it was amazing to see him. I was winning. I was so happy for him. I'm really glad I got to see it. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. As for next season, I'll be always making another poll, maybe a video about next season when everything's being confirmed. This is what's being confirmed currently. Obviously, nothing's been official. Well, most of these have been official, but but obviously some of these rides have not been confirmed yet, like JD Motorsports or something. So we'll first start with Alpha Prime Racing. They have changed their name from Martin's Motorsports to Alpha Prime Racing. Cesar Baccarello, Tommy John Martins, Andy Lally, and Roger Caruso will be driving in that team. Big Machine Racing team will be keeping Jade Buford. Jordan Anderson Racing have signed Maya Snyder. Junior Motorsports, Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, and Noah Gragson will be in the team. Mike Cornett has sadly announced his retirement. Colleague Racing. I already said this. Daniel Hemric, he'll be now moving to that team in the number 11 car. AJ Allmendinger will be staying. Richard Childress Racing, Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill, they're going to be now joining the team as rookies. RSS Racing, they're going to be now fielding 2 cars. Ryan Sieg is going to be one of them. I'm going to say the other one's probably going to be Kyle Sieg. I don't really know though, because we actually saw Kyle Sieg drove this race for RSS Racing, and Ryan Sieg drove the 38 car. So most likely Kyle Sieg will be driving for them for next season. Brandon Jones has been confirmed to be driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. We know that Ty Gibbs is also going to be driving for them, but we don't know what number. Nick Sanch, former ARCA Menard Series driver, well, he's still going to be driving in the ARCA Menard Series, but he'll be driving, I think, part-time for BJ McLeod Motorsports. Stephen Parsons, however, he'll be driving full-time. And then the new team, Jesse Arugi Motorsports, obviously of the driver Jesse Arugi. I think he's teaming up with a NFL or I think an NFL Hall of Famer. I just can't remember who he is, but yeah. Limited schedule. Darren Hart Jr. will be driving at Martinsville for his one-off, and Jason Miles will be driving. I don't know how many races. I've never heard of the guy, but apparently he's there, and he's also confirmed that he'll be driving some Xfinity Series races. But it'll be interesting to see that. So yeah, congratulations to Daniel Hemric as he gets his first ever championship. See a bit of a trend here as well, because the next one is also a first-time champ. Kyle Larson has won the finale of the Phoenix race at the Cup Series. Behind him, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Eric Amarola, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Christopher Bell, and Brad Keselowski ran out the top 10. Then Joe Logano, Matt DiBenedetto, Cole Custer, Ross Chastain, Austin Dillon, Kurt Busch, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Preece ran out the top 20. No drivers went to the rear actually, which is pretty surprising to me. Lap 7, Bubba Wallace hits the outside wall after contact with Corey LaJoie, and in lap 15, LaJoie had some more issues as he collects Sandhouse while he spun out. So a bit of a, LaJoie's probably was the Brian Vickers of of this race. Lap 47, Truex passes Elliott for the championship lead, and with that, he also won stage 1. Lap 86, Elliott is the leader, so he'll be now the championship leader. But that quickly got shut down after on lap 129, Quinn Half loses a right front tire and hits the turn 3 wall hard. Sad day for Starcom Racing fans, especially Winval, as they did announce they'll be shutting down after this race. Lap 155, Chase Briscoe gets into the wall hard after a left-right tire goes flat, or is it left rear tire? I think it's left rear tire. Tire goes flat. Lap 163, Hamlin passes Truex for third place in the championship. So on lap 163, Larson, Elliott, Hamlin, Truex. That's how the championship full will be. And on lap 190, Kyle Larson wins stage 2. Lap 236, Elliott passes Larson for the lead, so he'll be effectively the winner if they ended that time. Lap 248, Alfredo loses a right front tire and hits the turn 2 wall hard. So it was a very, very nasty impact, I'll be honest. Very, very nasty. Lap 255, Truex leads. Lap 283, debris from David Starr. His brake rotor came off and it landed in the dog leg. Lap 285, Larson gets a clutch pit stop, putting him into the lead. I think he made up like 3 spots in pit stop. Lap 302, Hamlin passes Elliott for third, and lap 312, Kyle Larson wins at Phoenix, and that also means he won the championship. Young Money himself, again, 10 total wins of the season. Very, very happy about that. Obviously, probably not that excited for some snowflakes out there on Twitter especially, but we ignore them. So, let's obviously have a look at for next season for the Cup Series, and we know most of them have been confirmed. We know that. So this was obviously last race for Gen 6 car for the 5 lug nuts, as it will be now moving to a single lug nut. The H-style gearbox will be now changed to a subsequential gearbox, and obviously some drivers as well. So as you can tell here, Ryan Preece is not visible here in the 37 car. They announced that they won't be coming back. Justin Haley, he'll be now moving to Colleague in the Cup Series. Adrian Dinger will be also, but he'll be running part-time. Dylan Reddick have been confirmed for Richard Childress Racing, including Larson, Elliott, Byron, and Ballman for Hendrick. Corey LaJoie also has been confirmed for Spire Motorsports. I think they might have bought Sarcom's charter, so they would have had a second car. Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez, they'll be now teammates with Trackhouse Racing, as Trackhouse bought Chip Ganassi's charters and the team as well. So Chip Ganassi won't be a thing now in NASCAR. They'll be only now mainly a thing in IndyCar. We don't know anything about Front Row, Live Fast, Petty Ware, or Rick Ware. Basically, Petty Ware and Rick Ware, they're basically the same thing. But we don't know anything about them. Roush Fenway, we know that Brad Keselowski has moved on from Team Penske to join Roush Fenway as an owner and driver, so just like Denny Hamlin with 2311, but he drives with Jenkins Racing. Keselowski, I think, has got a majority share of the team, and I think it'll be now Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. I think that's what I'm guessing. I don't really know, though. Chris Buescher will be staying with the team, though. Stewart-Haas, nothing's really been changed. Harvick, Amarola, Briscoe, Custer. Team Penske, they promoted Austin Cindric to be now with the team on Team Penske, with Blaney and Logano, and then Wood Brothers, they got in Harrison Burton from the Toyota program. 2311, Bubba Wallace will be with the team, and Kurt Busch will be now his teammate. Joe Gibbs Racing, Hanlon, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. have been confirmed. We don't know who's going to be driving the 20 car, most likely Christopher Bell, and we know that GMS Racing will be also competing full-time with Ty Dillon. Bird Motorsports, we don't know what's going to happen with them. Apparently, they said 4 rounds, so basically lead the 4 Super Speedway races. And the new team Hesburg, powered by Rian Brothers Racing, will be entering the Cup Series for a selective number of races. I think Lawrence Hezemans, he's going to be driving most of the races. Jacques Villeneuve, he's most likely going to be running the road courses. But obviously we don't know. So that is it for the 2021 series for the races. Now let's move on to the standings, and we'll first start off with the truck series. And see right here, Ben Rose, Zane Smith, John Hunter, Nemechek, Matt Crafton, and then I'll only do the top 20 because I can't be bothered to do the rest of the drivers. It's already a pretty long video, anyways. So that's the top 4. Rhodes, Smith, and Nemechek, Crafton. Then Sheldon Creed, Stuart Friesen, Todd Gillen, Chandler Smith, Austin Hill, Carson Hocevar, Ryan out the top 10. Then Granite Finger, Johnny Sauter, Derek Kraus, Austin Wayne Self, Tyler Ankrum, Ryan Truex, Haley Deegan, Tanner Gray, Chase Purdy, and Tate Fogelman ran out the top 20. For the Xfinity Series, obviously Daniel Hemric won the championship. Then Austin Cindric, Noah Gregson, A. Allmendinger. And then Justin Allgaier, Justin Haley, Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton, Miles Snyder, Jeb Burton ran out of the top 10. Riley Herbst and Jeremy Clemens ran out the playoff drivers. Then Ty Gibbs, Ryan Sieg, Mike Ornette, Brendan Brown, Josh Berry, Josh Williams, Alex LeBay, and Tommy John Martins. And then finally for the Cup Series, Kyle Larson literally won the championship. And then Martin Truex Jr., Hamlin Elliott. And then Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Joe Logano, Kyle Busch, William Byron ran out the top 10. Kurt Busch, Christopher Bell, Charlie Reddick, Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, Michael McDowell ran out the drivers who were in the playoffs. Then Austin Dillon, Matt DiBenedetto, Chris Buescher, and Ross Chastain for the top 20 for the Cup Series. So yeah, that's really it for me now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.